You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White Sports fans? John Matrix here, and I'm back with another video. All right, guys, if this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also turn on all notifications so you'll know when we actually put out videos here. Also, check out the join button because we do have channel memberships as well. Anyway, with that being said, let's dive into this main topic here today. Undisputed, Skip and Shannon on FS1. Yesterday, Skip Bayless got a lot of backlash for some comments that he made about Dak Prescott. Now, Skip Bayless, a lot of people don't agree with his takes on things. He's a very, very polarizing and controversial figure when it comes to the sports media. But yesterday, let's back up a little bit. Dak Prescott actually came out and said that he had been dealing with anxiety and depression following the death of his brother, Jace. Jace actually died by suicide. And it really, really affected Dak Prescott in a negative way. Now, Dak said he couldn't even work out, so he was in a very, very dark place. Shannon gave his take on it, and he basically said that he commended Dak for coming out and speaking out on this, saying, if you need help, reach out to somebody and get help. Skip Bayless, on the other hand, he gave a different take on this, okay? And Skip, right from the bat, said that if people want to condemn him for his take, go right ahead. He knew what he was going to say was going to be controversial. And now, with his take, even the sports media is calling for the cancellation of Skip Bayless. There are blue check marks out there that work for ESPN calling for FS1 Fox to fire Skip Bayless. Now, Skip Bayless said that he understands what Dak is going through, but he really has little to no sympathy for this because Skip Bayless, he's a different kind of person. Skip Bayless said that Dak Prescott is the Cowboys quarterback. He needs to be mentally tough. He can't be weak. And guys in the locker room are going to look up to him. So from a football standpoint, I get where Skip is coming from. So Dak said he couldn't work out or anything. I don't really know what kind of shape Dak is in right now because there's no preseason. I mean, the season kicked off last night. And I do believe that if Dak's performance on the field is not up to par, yeah, I do believe that fans are going to let him know. Because I do believe that the fans are going to have no sympathy if you don't perform on the field. But however, I think that's really what Skip was saying. But however, Skip is a different kind of person. Skip grew up in a tough environment. Skip has been molded hard as a rock. Skip is in the no excuse business. He really, really is. He grew up in a home with two alcoholics. And Skip actually punched his dad, got in a fight with his dad, beat up his dad at one point because he just got sick of it. So if you know a little bit of Skip's background, you can understand where he's coming from. But I can't completely 100% agree with his take on this because Dak is a human being. Dak is a human being. I can't imagine what it's like to actually lose a brother. Apparently him and his brothers, they were all really, really close to each other. He still has another brother. And in college, Dak actually lost his mother. So he's down a mother, he's down a brother. And I don't know if he actually expected his brother to die by suicide. I think the manner of the death is probably what really put him into a dark place, if you ask me. Skip did come off as Skip. Skip was just being Skip in his take, I believe. But it was so bad, that even Fox had to come out and give a statement. They gave a statement basically saying that they stand with Dak Prescott. They don't agree with Skip's take. They said that they actually address this with Skip. Is he going to be suspended or anything like that? I don't think so. And honestly, I don't think he should be suspended for his take. I went back and I watched the whole entire clip. Skip was being honest, but he wasn't necessarily trashing Dak per se. I can see where he's coming from on both sides of the coin with his take. Yes, you do have to be mentally tough to be a quarterback. When you're on the field, you're going to get no excuses. There's going to be no excuses. The Cowboys fans aren't going to give you any excuses if you play like garbage. I mean, if Dak throws, 10 for 22, 150 yards, no touchdown, 3 picks, yeah, they're probably going to boo him. They are. But the human aspect of it is, I'm glad that Dak actually came out, because if you keep all these demons inside of you, you could probably end up taking your life. That's what his brother did. I mean, suicide prevention, I believe that's a real thing. I believe that you can and should get the help if you actually feel like you need it. So I believe what Dak did was the right thing. He came out and he spoke out about it. But when it comes to Skip Bayless, he is just molded from a different feather. I remember actually reading Skip's bio, I think like a year or so ago. He had a very, very rough life. And Skip is married to his job first. He's always told his wife, who he has now, he said that my job comes before you. And I truly believe that. Skip eats, lives, and loves his job. His wife is second. I can't imagine any other person that actually comes out and admits that their wife is second to his job. He has just been molded so hard from that harsh environment that he grew up in. Sometimes I think Skip really doesn't have too much sympathy for people. I do think Skip does have some compassion sometimes, but I believe that he looks at it strictly from a business standpoint. Dak, we don't want to hear any excuses. That's what Skip is saying. But the sports media, man, they just want to trample all over Skip now. I mean, that's fine. Skip actually knew that what he said, it was going to come after him. People were probably going to come after him. I don't think it's going to really affect him. I'm not calling for the cancellation of Skip, but I do wish that he had a little bit more compassion for Dak. But I never expected him really to have any compassion for Dak. That's just not who Skip is. None whatsoever. Skip is never going to have any compassion for anyone that's an athlete on the field. Even though, Dak was in a very, very dark place. So what do you guys think of this? Do you think that Skip Bayless was in the wrong for his take on Dak Prescott? If you do, let us know that in the comments. Or do you agree that Skip was being just a bit too harsh when talking about Dak? Watching it, I kind of got the feeling that, that he was trying to keep his cool. He didn't overly bash Dak. But I just think this was just Skip being Skip, if you ask me. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Skip Bayless, Dak Prescott. Was Skip Bayless in the right or was he in the wrong? Let us know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.